After I started the stream. I know, that's just scary. You're showing me my Gucci shoes. Like my Skechers, you let me too. All of us hopping up in the pool. I wanna Skechers. My Gucci.
Okay, bye. Stop healing you. Alright, fine then.
Luis, Anthony, you want me to join you?
Jake Paul or designer did good for Jake Paul. Like he helped Jake Paul have so much wood fresh out of London.
But you like my Skechers, you bring me my Gucci
No, designer
shoes.
did good for him though. The song's alright.
Yeah?
It's just
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about a 10-year-old who was charged with assault for hitting a classmate with a ball during a game of dodgeball in class. Definitely an odd story because, honestly, it just doesn't really make much sense because, I mean, here in the United States, dodgeball is, like, really common in school. I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but, you know, here in the United States, we play dodgeball in school pretty often, and, you know, kids got hit in the face a lot during dodgeball, at least, you know, when we played, and it never really made sense for kids to get charged with assault for something like that because it just, you know, it's part of the game, and it just wasn't ever something that we would have ever thought, like, hey, maybe we should sue somebody for, but a 10-year-old in Canton, Michigan was charged with assault last week for allegedly hitting a 9-year-old classmate in the face with a ball back in April. Bryce Lindley, 10 years old, was charged with aggravated assault last Wednesday following the incident at an elementary school in Canton Township. The children were playing tips, a game where players jump to catch a ball that is tossed upward, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office said. The boy who was hit in the face has a medical condition that makes head injuries especially dangerous. His mother anonymously told ABC affiliate WXYZ. Wow, what an affiliate name. Anyway, he reportedly suffered a concussion, facial tissue damage, a black eye, and bruised nose. A police report claimed Bryce intentionally threw the ball at the other boy's face. Bryce was suspended from school for 1 day after the incident. The assault charge came several months later. That was a clip that had some interviews and stuff like that in it as well.
Outside here at Erickson Elementary back in late April when the assault happened. But it wasn't until 2 days ago that one of the child's mother, Kamishi Lindley, wrote that her 10-year-old was charged with aggravated assault. These kids are basically standing at the end of the courtyard. But on April 24th...
Hold on, I'm about to make a thumbnail for my video. For my live. Gets on.
According to a police report, during that scene, another student threw a ball at his face.
He said it's already done, right?
He had a black eye and a bruised nose. Records show the then 4th grader also suffered a concussion. His condition is something Kamishi Lindley says she and her son, Bryce, nothing about. Wednesday, Bryce was charged with aggravated assault. This is on top of a 1-day suspension, which occurred right after the incident.
You like my Skechers, you like me, my Gucci shoes. You like my Skechers, you like me too. All of us in the pool. Let me see your boo.
And the child apologized to my son and he said, Mom, it's okay. We're still going to be friends. I'm unaware of any of those situations. Sorry that her child got hurt. I'd be sorry for any child that got hurt. Lindley just wishes problems like this would solve the classroom. No.
Oh my god.
Now both parents are telling me this situation has really affected their ability to look forward to the start of the next school year. Meanwhile, this case will be in juvenile court August 1st.
I canceled it with my trophy system. I canceled it with my trophy system.
Who was being charged and his mother. Now the woman who wanted to remain anonymous was the mother of the kid who was hurt.
I love how somebody spawns right behind me.
She wanted to make a big deal out of this, and the kid was charged with assault and whatnot, but she doesn't want to be on camera and whatnot, but whatever, I guess that's her right anyways. Now obviously the kid didn't deserve to have facial injuries. I mean, he can't help that he has a rare medical condition, that his mom and the school were negligent in making sure that he was...
I didn't lose any stats because I joined in progress. Let's get
while
it.
he was at school. I mean, virtually any kid with no adult is intervening in this situation is going to go play with all the other kids. I mean, they're going to go have a good time regardless because they figure they're going to be okay.
Put my text, bro. Let me put my text.
Best decision makers. I can understand that, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, this kid should not have been playing dodgeball. I think anyone can see that. This whole situation simply does not happen if a kid who has this serious medical condition where he just, you know, can't take any sort of physical trauma to his head, he should never have been playing dodgeball. It's nobody's fault on the court playing the game that he has a medical condition and is prone to getting easily hurt. Now, apparently the school had prior knowledge that this kid had been hurt at least one time beforehand, and they let him play. So if that's true, I think they bear at least a little bit of the blame here. Now, you never know. That could also be totally made up. I wouldn't be too surprised if it was. But getting hit in the face is just second nature in dodgeball. I mean, if you've never caught a bullet to the teeth out of nowhere a couple times in dodgeball, you just have never lived. I mean, have you never played dodgeball? What, did you think your kid was going to go in there and play this game with these kids and was never going to get hit? I mean, do these
my
people
mic's
just
late
live in
because I just said that
land and just think that their kids are just invincible and nothing's going to happen to them? I don't really get the thought process. Unfortunately, this kid just isn't like the rest of us. He can't take physical hits like the rest of us. That's why someone should have stopped him from even being out there in the first place, but nobody did, and that's why something like this happened. This kid playing would have been like someone with a broken spine playing running back in the NFL. I mean, you were just asking for him to get hurt. But apparently, after the first few incidents where he was already hurt, the kid actively chose to participate in the games again and kept asking to be friends with this kid who, according to his mom, was hurting him so badly on purpose. Which doesn't make sense. I mean, if a kid was consistently hitting me in the face with a dodgeball and was, you know, giving me concussions and bruising up my face and whatnot, the last thing I would do was keep playing dodgeball with this kid and being cool with him, you know what I'm saying? So, something about this just isn't making very much sense to me. So, it seems to me like some of the details aren't being told by this side of this whole story here. But if my son had some sort of head condition where something like a foam dodgeball to the head could cause, you know, injuries as significant as a concussion, some facial tissue damage, some bruising, you know, I would really make sure that it was in writing from like medical professionals, the doctor, and from even me to the school that he is not to participate in rough activities at recess or in gym. You don't just call him and hope word gets around. That isn't enough. These teachers aren't going to sit there and mingle about it, obviously. I mean, the mom didn't do enough either. The school didn't do enough. The kids play too rough, and a kid got hurt. That's just the reality of it. But to have this go all the way to the police is ridiculous. I mean, we're talking about 9 and 10-year-old children playing dodgeball on a schoolyard playground. I just graduated a year and a half ago at their age. If something like this happened, it was just part of the game. I mean, we purposely did try to hit each other in the face. That's part of the fun. What fun is dodgeball? Trying to hit each other in the knees. I mean, let's be honest. What fun is dodgeball when you're sitting there playing and you try to throw a little 5-mile-per-hour lob at the knees? That's not fun. Nobody tries to play dodgeball doing that. When you're playing dodgeball, you're throwing it as hard as you can, as fast as you can, and you're aiming for the high body for headshots. Let's be real. You're beaming those throws. If you're playing the game for fun and you're taking it serious, you're beaming those throws. I don't get the point of trying to play a game like dodgeball where the whole point of the game is to literally try and hit the opponent with the ball. And you want it to
Bro, Anthony, if you want, you can use my phone now.
No one's ever going to get hurt. I mean, it's dodgeball. People might get hurt. We had this game when I was in 4th grade. I just want to give you perspective here. We had this game when I was in 4th grade, and it was way worse than dodgeball. You think stories like this are bad? I think back on these.
I made a thumbnail. You could use it if you want. Here, I'm about to put it on my video. It looks so dope.
And shout out to the people that I went to school with back in elementary, middle, and high school who still watch my videos. I know there's still a lot of you doing so, man. Pelt wasn't anything like dodgeball, okay? Dodgeball, even in 2009 when I was in 4th grade, we played with foam ball, okay? The objective of Pelt was that we gathered up in the field where we usually played football, and we got a crowd of the boys together, right? And we gathered up all the soccer balls,